Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Big Reese. The show's ready. Flight attendants, let's get the passengers ready. Now boarding for this flight and this flight only. We are ready to take the plane up. It's your captain speaking. Viewers discretion. Hit the warning sticker. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up the era. Let's get to it. Until then, viewers discretion. These are the facts and opinions of people and what theirs is. If you feel some type of way, click out. Everyone's entitled to theirs. Now, Big Reese, coming to the show.
You are now tuned in with Big Reese on Bartalk.
You already know.
Grab the knob and tune it up. This is Bartalk with Big Reese.
Yo, Big Reese. What's up, Bartalk 4.0? Bartalk 4.0. What's up, y'all? Viewers discretion again. Let's put it up there just so everybody can see or whatever. The last video last night did some great numbers. Fortunately, it is what it is. I'm a controversial person. It is what it is. I don't care. At the end of the day, it is what it is. This is Bar Talk 4.0. When you go to the bar, guess what? You go and you talk to people. People talk to you. At the bar, y'all have controversial conversations. Everything else is different. Everything goes. Y'all know what it is. Y'all can't be upset. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without, and when I say without any interruptions, anything going on, ladies and gentlemen, I am your man, your provider. I am the man, like Stan, the man who is here to make sure you are good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bar Talk 4.0. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the flight. Let's take off.
There's no place to be but here. It's Bar Talk 4.0.
Bar Talk 4.0. It's your boy Big Reese. I got my liquor ready. We ain't got nothing extra that we doing tonight. I got shit to do tomorrow. In the next 12 hours, I got shit to do before I get on this flight. For the next week. I just was able to say, listen, fuck it. I'm taking a mental break. I called my people and said, I need help. I got to go for a minute. Give me a break. Just so happens that one of my clients has hit that shit right. And I said, there it is. God will work his magic. A lot of fuckery and foolishness going around. A lot of wild shit. My kids getting on my damn nerves, but I love them because they're kids. A lot of crazy shit. It's just, yeah. So I'm going to take a nice little vacation. All right. Got to figure out what I'm going to do for my birthday. Be a nice solo trip, whatever. I don't know. Got to figure out. We'll figure it out. I said I got a couple of months. No, I don't. I got like a month and a half. It's about 2 months. We're early. So, anybody got any ideas they could think of or whatever? Let me know. Put them in the message box. Put them in the comment thing. Comments is clear. Yep. Fuck it. Let's go to a shot o'clock.
Stop what you're doing.
Start the Friday off right. All right, shot o'clock. Ooh, that was tight. All right, Urban News, go.
Urban news, intoxicating games, controversial topics. Grab your drinks. It's Bar Talk 4.0.
All right, urban news for the day going in. There's not too much urban news going on. Let me see if we can do this. I think I did put on this one. Is it on this one? Let me see if my man is on this one. Did I put him on here? Because there's nope. Must put it on this one. Let me see. Because my dude, he do better with the rundown than I do. Like he does a great rundown. Nope, not on there. I know I saved it. Where is he? Because I'm gonna start having him. I hit him up on his inbox. I said, your news thing you do, it's the shit. It's great. We're gonna use it on our segments. Excellent. So let me see if this was it. Nope. I don't know where I saved it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Well, it is what it is. Listen, Bar Talk 4.0. They was talking about the FBI was talking about this 764 group. They were getting more in depth with it, more talking points, more in depth with it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I want you guys to pay attention to your children, okay? Take a picture. All right. Now, I want you to pay attention to your children a lot more. When I say I want you to listen and take a picture and take these cell phone devices, a lot of you parents take and you get real light with these cell phones. You let them be used as a control mechanism and also as your babysitter for your children. And I'm going to tell you that's not what we're going to do and that's not how we're going to do it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else or how not else or how else to figure this out. But a lot of you need to figure out how to be parents and be cool with your kid and do shit with your child versus sitting around letting your child do whatever they do. All right. Get off your daggone lazy horse and pay attention to your child, okay? These phones are diabolical. And this new group, the teen group, they playing around with kids, messing around, doing wild shit. It's teenagers, you know, doing some off the wall shit or whatever. Pay attention to your children. Go through your kids' phones. Look through what they going on. Me and my ex-wife, we co-parent, but we go through the kids' phones. When she get them, boom, she go through them. When I got them, boom, I'm all. Well, I got them during the week and all that, and a lot. But trust and believe, we have a good network set up to where she can even still remotely see their stuff. Catch shit that I'm not catching. So it is very well ran or whatever. Our system got to where it is, which is a lot better because a lot of people know when you come off being divorced and stuff like that, you know, people are still got feelings. Some people still feel bitter or ill will towards the whole situation, different things, and it takes a year or two for people to really get to the point to where y'all can both get back on the road and get things taken care of or whatever. So it's a lot or whatever. Check your kids, pay attention to kids. We had an issue. Me and my daggone kids, mom, we can be kumbaya, and then 30 seconds later, we are we like two countries going going to war. And then 30 minutes later, after everybody has been quiet for 20 or 30 minutes, it's like, oh, all right, cool. Now, what you really need? And wow, shit, wow, it's crazy. Works for us, I guess. I guess I guess my kids be confused. They be like, y'all beefing or not? Like okay, it just doesn't matter. So yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open, and your head moving a certain way. So understand that. Pay attention to your children. Pay attention to what you got going on, or whatever. Pay attention to everything they in. Go through these different sites. There are plenty of websites. I work at a school. I tell people, I do school police. I work at a school. I watch these kids tell me. I was just telling, let me show you about this. This girl said this and this and that and BRR and LKKYZ and I'd be like, oh, okay, what that mean? Okay, girl. Ooh, oh, stop playing with me. Okay. Yeah. And then it'd be crazy because I come home with my kids, it'd be fucking them up. Because they'd be like, man, how he know this shit? Like, damn, like, dude, you supposed to be slow. No, I'm on it. And then we got training every summer. So the training during the summer, they give us hours and hours of grids and things, and there's emojis that a lot of you parents don't even know, but they mean certain things with your kids. So you got to be careful or whatever. Watch, stay up in this. FBI did put a warning out. Everybody, please, you can go to the FBI.gov site underneath the teenage or parental part. They'll talk to you more. You can read, educate yourself. Black people, it's okay to go on there and go educate yourself. Okay, it's all right. Don't say the information ain't out there. If it is, they did a whole CNBC did a whole daggone. I think it was a 20, maybe almost 30-minute segment on it. You need to pay attention to what's on these phones. The manufacturers and the people who put the software out and put all that, they covered their self. Now you need to cover yourself. Be smart, be wise. All right. Urban News is all about these kids and the teenager. Let's go in. Our next season, I'm telling y'all, next season, we're talking relationships, we're talking marriage, and we're talking. Damn, what was the third one? I had it on the way here. Relationship, marriage. Oh, baby daddy, baby mama. We're doing the whole season. Season 4 is going to get deep and it's going to be nasty. It is what it is. Somebody's got to get it out there and talk about it, okay? Don't be upset. Got new color hats coming. Got the hoodies. We got everything. Listen, we're doing things. New sign, mats. We're going to change up some liquor. Try a couple new ones and all that. I'm going to try to get a co-host. Everybody can tap in with us, get things done. Hey, the only thing we can do is keep going up. Can't stay stagnant. You got to keep going up. All right. Bartalk 4.0. It's your boy Big Reese. Let's get into the show, baby.
Big Reese, get the collection played out. There's a lot of hurt souls.
Yeah.
Calling all ears.
You already know.
Grab the knob and tune it up. This is Bar Talk with Big Reese.
Bartalk 4.0. Let's get into the segment. It's that time. It's that time. It's that time. It's lesson time, baby. Let's get into the lesson for today. Today's lesson, you see what it says, boom, part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, go watch it. Yesterday was nice. Today is going to be even nicer. It's all liquor today, nothing else. So we got it all straight. Ain't nothing. We got nothing going in after. We got nothing but nothing. It's all straight talk. Politics, everything going on the thing. This is called Bar Talk, baby. Doesn't matter what your view is. At the end of the day, everybody gets to voice what they want. Let's check the comments. Empty? Good. I love it like that. Sometimes I like when it's interactive on certain things. All right, let's go into here. Boom. Ooh. We'll go on this one. Yeah, share this tab instead. All right, let's go talk to my man. Corey gonna talk to us.
Jamal Bryant on his show, and Cam had on some shit.
Let's hit the religion button a little bit.
When Cam Newton had this preacher, Jamal Bryant, on his show, and Cam had on some shorts. What he said to Cam was,
"You got pretty legs, man." Oh, man.
And they lanolated. You put shea butter, jerky.
Oh, you see that?
They glowing in the dark.
Jamal, you don't tell no man he got pretty legs. Preacher Jamal Bryant is preaching in a church where the pastor is married to a man and calls his husband the first man of the church. This is all foul behavior. Then you have an interview with Cam Newton and you can't hold yourself. Next week, you speaking at a church where there are men walking around the church in high heels. You are bogus. Come on, brother. You making a mockery of church. Are you serious? You are too obvious with your hustle because I know they're going to pay you some good money. You boast your sins in front of the lost.
I just grabbed your attention without showing my face. That's how faceless pages work. I post videos.
You can't spell Bartalk without your boy, Big Reese. Let's go.
Do I need to play it again? Do you need to understand it a little bit better? Do I need to? Because I think I got it clear. Let's talk religion. Let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I told y'all. Listen, this is Bar Talk, baby. We get deep and to the point. Listen, let's talk about it. So, Pastor Jamal Bryant, he was a gentleman who actually somebody put me on to him years ago when he was Yasusa, when he was in Maryland and he was the pastor. See, when we were growing up, we were never taught like everything that's going on right now is going to be forever. It's sad because in the world we grew up in the world as what's going on. Like we had it stuck. Toys R Us is going to be forever. Kids R Us going to be forever. Gap, Old Navy, all these places, all this stuff, they're forever. Your teachers, they're there forever. They're going to teach for the same grade and this and that. Like we were programmed in that world of this is how things run, and it's going to be like this forever. No one taught us that's not how life really works. And the sad part is some of us are lost and behind the 8 ball on it.
Bartalk 4.0.
And we're only behind the 8 ball on it because we weren't taught, and some of the parents wasn't taught to teach you.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Open the doors to the church. We got souls to collect today.
Big Reese, talk to him.
I had the chance today. A young lady, I've seen her. She comes in almost every other day to a detail I do or whatever. Get that extra money, baby.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him. They got to listen. And when she came in today, she must have knew that I was going to say something to her because as soon as I seen her, she see me. She put her order in, did her thing. She laughed. She said, "You here every day?" I said, "I am." I said, "I'm actually the person who sits here and makes sure everything is cool and there's no chaos."
Big Reese, talk to him.
Keyword I said was chaos. Write it down. So she said, she started laughing. I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I was going." I said, "You must do." I was going to say so because I was going to ask you, "What we doing? What we doing today? What's going on? How we end up here? Where we eating here?" I said, "This is almost every other day." Or whatever. She started laughing, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "We ain't cooking at home. What's wrong? What's going on? We need what? Help me understand." And she was like, "It's like 5:30." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Most black homes in general, people eat, at 6, 7 o'clock. That's dinner time." She said, "Oh yeah, I mean that's old time." I said, I looked and I said, "What?" It was almost like, "Oh." So we went more into the dialogue while she was waiting on her food. When I tell you we had a conversation, this conversation was almost an hour long. That was why she was eating in between there. And it's crazy because I know how to have adult conversations. And the crazy, and I say adult conversation because of the fact of the matter is some of the things she said was
diabolical.
And some of the things I thought of was
diabolical.
And sometimes you have to be able to understand that everybody's not going to share the same view as you. But if y'all have adult conversation the same way, y'all can either agree to disagree, or y'all can agree and compromise into certain areas of that conversation topic.
Diabolical. The man go another hour. It's Big Reese on Bartalk 4.0.
We were talking about, she was saying, yeah, well, I wasn't raised like that. I was raised, we ate whenever we ate, 9, 10 o'clock at night, this and that and all. And I clutched my pearls. I said, she said, yeah. She said, I love my kids. They eat when they want and all that stuff. Like they eat what they want and this and that. And I said,
Big Reese, talk to him.
I said,
Big Reese, talk to him.
I said, and I thought in my head, I said, she doesn't have a man at home.
Big Reese, talk to him.
There's the first thing I said, you don't have a man at home. I said, because you don't. And then how she was describing certain things and all that. And I said, you're not at home, but I cannot fault you or anything like that because of what it is. But you have there's structure, but it's not a full diagram of structure. There it is. You hear it.
Big Reese, get the correction played out.
All right, I hear some of y'all want to say,
hurt
here he goes. Yes, here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Yes, here I go. So it's one of them situations where I was like, that's crazy, because we were talking about kids and bedtime or whatever. We start getting in that. And I said, yeah, my children have bedtime. I said, even my high schooler, he has a bedtime. I said, when he was at my house, he would be in the bed early sometimes, because he'd be like, Dad, I'm tired. I'm gone. And I used to be like, okay, cool. But then the craziest thing of all things is like, she's like, yeah, they stay up until 12:30, whatever. Most of the time they off by 12:30, but I don't care. I thought in my head I clutched my pearls again.
The man go another hour. It's Big Reese.
It's Big Reese, baby.
Bartalk 4.0.
Locking in, baby. I'm like, OMG. When she said that, I said, oh my God. She was like, yes. So that was one of them situations where inside of me, I was crawling. I wanted to say something so bad. But then I was like, you have to listen. Let her hear. So she explained to me how she was raised and how certain things. And then she explained to me how, you can't be that strict, this and that, and to a certain style, especially with these kids today, this and that. And I said, I hear you on that. And I had to tell her I hear you on it, because some of the things I was like, wow, like that shit would not fly. But her reasoning behind it and her examples between some of them made me be like, I get you. I understand that. I got you on that. Drop a bomb for her. So that was probably my second time talking to her besides saying hello and speaking to her grandmother when she came. She came with her kids this time. It was different. And I was just like, wow. For me, after she left, I said, wow, you just had an adult conversation. Because anybody else, you would have been like, nigga, you is out of your motherfucking mind. Like, what is your problem?
Big Reese, talk to him.
Do you not know what the structure of the structure should be?
Big Reese, talk to him.
But I let it fly, and I had to let it, because at the end of the day, I have to understand that everyone has different raising and views. She's from the city. She works in the city. I'm not in that. I'm in the country/rural area. So it's a little different. That's why I have to operate the way I operate. And I have to do things, different things. Country kids, city kids, rural kids, we all operate differently. And it's understandable. I get it, because the lifestyles and all that. So with that being said, I say that to say, we have to be cognitive of the people who are around us, around our kids, around everything. Do not be afraid to not let your kids around people who are not being raised correctly.
Big Reese, talk to him.
I'm saying it again.
Big Reese, get the collection played out.
Left side is over
There's a
here
lot of hurt
screaming.
souls.
They're screaming over here. I hear it. I hear it. And we're going to pray for your soul when it comes to the front. But let me tell you something. I'm going to say it again. And then I'm going to show you a video behind it. Do not be afraid to make sure your kids is not around other kids that are not being raised right.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Everybody don't raise their kids the same way. Some people raise their kids to be their best friend. Some people raise their kids in daggone bad situations. Some people even groom their kids in the situations and stupid shit that they shouldn't be in.
Diabolical.
I dropped a bomb for that because it is what it is. Y'all have to be cognitive of what you are having your kids around and what they are exposed to. Besides just these phones, it goes on what you expose your kid to in general around you. You, at the end of the day, are responsible for that child and what they operate and how they operate when they get older.
The man go the hour. It's Big Reese on Bartalk 4.0.
Prime example. I have 3 children, right? And out of them 3 children, I have 2 of my daughters stay with me. My son, up to the beginning of this year, the school year, stays with his mom. Now, first of all, let's go back. There it is. Put the button hit. We're gonna give a round of applause. Round of applause to Clarendon Bears for winning the championship and playing. My son plays. Excellent, good job. I texted him at the end of the game. I said, "Great job, son. Daddy gonna send you some funds." So, with that being said, that's it. All right, back to the daggone show.
You are now tuned in with Big Reese on Bartalk.
Right. So, shout out to the Clarendon Bears for winning it and bringing it back to Pittsburgh. Daggone it. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did y'all's damn thing. Daggone it. So, but like I said, my son, he lives with his mom. Me and his mom a year ago said, "Hey," she said, "Do you mind if he comes down and I can give him the last year of what he needs and sharpen the tool? You done sharpened everything that you need. You done gave him all the life skills, this and that. Let me finish him for the last year." Now, for me, it was like, my son did some fuck shit. And I was like, So it was either do this or give you that opportunity. So for me, I'm one of them people where I'm very stern. I was raised a certain way. I believe this and that. When you start showing better ways and doing things, I release, I bring back the tension a little bit. My father was Air Force. He was in the military for years, retired from it. That's how it is. So at the end of the day, I was brought up that way. It's continued with me. So with our son, because all my kids are by the same female. So with our son, I take and I said, "All right, cool, no problem. Send him down there." He went down. Now, the way she operates is just a little bit different. Like, it's not like just that, it's like that much. A little bit different. She watched the show, she gonna be like, nah, I don't care. Listen, she operate this much difference to me. So, like with him, he might feel, ooh, I got more freedom at mom's house. You don't, It's just the difference is you're not so tight and restricted because you're at that age where in a couple of months you're considered an adult. The system and everything else running like how we operate, you're an adult. So everything that I've taught you, I'm expecting you to be able to facilitate and do. Now, my daughters, these little motherfuckers here, I love them to death, but they run us both with a headache. Like these, love them to death. But I guarantee when they get his age, we used to run dad on circles. Like he used to go crazy, and I'll be old, and I'll be like, but I used to fuck your little ass up too, because belt the ass is my daggone program. You ain't about to play with me, daggone it. A lot of these kids need belt the ass. Some of y'all are scared, and it's okay. It's okay. It's really not, because then they become a product of society, and then they go to the school, to pipeline, to jail, and they become a number and profit for people who are in that industry. So why not get them early before they get to that stage? But like I said, for me, I'm cool with how I operate. Over there, he might have a girlfriend. He might have a girl he liking this and that. Over here, he can have a female friend that he likes. See the difference? It's the difference. His mom is his mom. She nurtured a little cool with him. She understands, hey, but I still keep my foot on his neck still with grades better be where they're supposed to be at, my boy. And everything under the sun. Otherwise, me and you can line up. We can hit pads. We can hit the pads any day of the week. But because I've instilled in how I've raised him and I brought him, he knows the level of what he can play around with and how my dad's going to keep me holding this way. I made a promise to somebody years ago in the family before God told them, hey, we need you up here to help. I told them I'm going to cross the finish line. He's going to get across the finish line. Me and his mom is going to do it. Keyword, I said me and his mom. I didn't say me. I didn't say his mom. I said me and his mom is going to get him across, because that's how it is with the yin yang twins. Because these two motherfuckers here, these two, they my babies, but yeah, y'all two gonna follow suit and get across the line too, or whatever. That's how we get done. But y'all have to understand, when people, and this is where next season comes in. Next week we get into it. When people divorce, it doesn't mean you have kids. It doesn't mean you have to go at it with each other. Only thing it means is y'all's relationship didn't work out, but it is going to affect your children to an extent, to a certain extent. It is. And though it's going to affect your children to a certain extent, you have to also be able to tell your children, hey, mom and dad didn't work out for this reason. But that doesn't mean that we love you less or that things ain't going to function a certain way. You have to understand that. And when you get to that level and you are able to talk about that and understand that, it makes parenting easy. One way, and I got to zoom this in because I don't care. You're going to get mad. Let's zoom in a little bit better so you can understand this. I want to help you out with this. All right, get close. Close, baby. One way that you can effectively co-parent and your child will be raised without the chaos. Both parents understand that we are here to benefit the children, and there's no sexual things going on. There's no purposely intervening in somebody else's relationship, and there's no heartfelt and all this extra bullshit that goes on. Let me say it again.
Big Reese, get the co-action played out. There's a lot of hurt souls.
Oh, yeah, that hurt somebody's soul right there. That hurt some souls. Again, the one way that you effectively co-parent, and you say, oh, me and that mom, we cool. We like best of best friends. This is how they got to that. One, both people understand that it's not that type of party. We're not fucking around. We're not playing around. We're not doing none of that shit. 2, the feelings are cut. 3, the other person or each other are not intervening in each other's personal relationships.
Big Reese, talk to him. Big Reese, talk to him.
I said what I said, and I spoke what I spoke, and I said it clear. Me and my kid's mom are very easy to get along with at this point in time. It took time to get there, but we get there very well. My kid's mom can spend the night up at my house. If she's got to take the kids and do something the next day and it's convenient, she can spend the night at my house and there ain't going to be a lick of nobody doing anything. We can drink. We can sit there and cook, make something to eat, talk, good old golden days, talk about what the kids need to do or whatever, and ain't shit gonna happen. When you close out a chapter, you close the chapter out. A lot of y'all have not closed out chapters, but you pump faking like you didn't close out that chapter.
Big Reese, talk to him.
And the sad part about it is you're pump faking and it's doing nothing but hurting the child.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Because the child sees something else.
Big Reese, talk
and
to
you
him.
told the child something else.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him, and damn it, get them collection plates out.
Big Reese, get the collection plate out.
And
there's a lot of hurt souls.
That child something else, and with you telling that child something else, and they seeing something different, they gonna get hope and think mommy and daddy are back together. I can drop the mic on this next one. Some of y'all got new relationships, new people, new things, and your old shit has been fucking up shit so bad, and it's been daggone bleeding into other shit that it has almost ruined, or it is going to ruin, or it has ruined what you had started on a new chapter on. If you need help, go back to words. Go back to my daggone last season where I talked about words have meanings and there's accountability, daggone boundaries, and the word control. I broke down them 3 words. Go back and watch that episode.
It's Big Reese on Bartalk 4.0.
Some of y'all need to understand this is how world, and that's how the world runs and it moves. There's no way to move anything. There's no way to do anything extra. This world, y'all have to be accountable for things, and being accountable is being responsible for the result of what the task was set. Responsibility is carrying out a task. If you gave somebody, fellas, if you and your daggone baby's mom was married at one point in time and y'all got divorced, or you and your baby's mom lived together and y'all played house, it didn't work and y'all had to split, your accountability comes in at how that child is raised and how that child is developed when they're 18. Your baby's mom, your kid's mother, is responsible for the results of the outcome of what she puts in and what you put in. The work that both of y'all have to put in. You can both coincide and have no problems. Fellas, and this is one of them things, and I got to bring it in because there's somebody who actually watches this, and I'm speaking to you right now. Right now, I'm speaking to you. I want you to understand I'm speaking to you. My brother, let me talk to you real quick. I brought it all the way in. Mr. B. You have to understand that you're doing more damage then you are doing positive. When you take and you make chaos around your child, for your child's mother, for other people around, you're doing nothing but hurting your child. Fellas, a lot of us, I'm going to say a lot of you, because for me, it's not that hard. I cut people off like Sprint. You're disconnected and sorry, your services we can't give you service. I did it today, daggone 3 hours ago. Somebody did some fuck shit. Listen, I text them the greatest text in America. I want you to be the best person you can be. God loves you. I wish you the best. Be blessed. Have a great year.
The man go another hour. It's Steak Reese.
That's me.
On Bartalk 4.0.
I have no problem cutting people off. My peace is more important than your stupidity. I tell people all the time, I done a whole series on it. My peace
Big
is
Reese, talk
more
to him. Big Reese, talk to him.
important
Big Reese, talk to him.
than your delusional and your stupidity. I'm tired of people who call me and ask, yo, I'm in a bind. Can I help? Can you help me? Da 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 da. But then when I call you, it's I can't do nothing. I mean, I would love to help you, but I can't, bruh.
Diabolical. Big Reese, talk to him.
Stop extending yourself for people who won't stand for you. Ooh, it's gonna hurt somebody on this one. Listen. Do not let anybody borrow money in 2026.
The man go another hour. It's Steak Reese. On Bartalk 4.0.
I'm gonna get text messages. I don't care. And people gonna be like, damn, nigga, you was on it last night. I know. Do not let no one borrow money, borrow your tools, borrow your car, borrow sugar, borrow a piece of lunch meat. Don't let them borrow nothing in 2026. If you can't borrow from them what they can borrow from you, do not do it. I had a family member. This person can borrow from any and everybody with no problems. And it took a while for me to figure out their algorithm. I said algorithm. Yes.
Big Reese, get the collection played out.
Yes, algorithm.
There's a lot of hurt souls.
This person would borrow. They would borrow from everybody else because they didn't want to use their money. Then they give you I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna get it back. Sometimes people got paid back. Some people didn't. Out of love, they just took it as what it is.
Diabolical.
It is diabolical. So, with that being said, you have to understand, people, don't let people borrow stuff that you can't afford to lose. Borrow no tool and this and that. Make sure you're able to get that back. Make sure you're able to borrow back from them. There's a lot of people that have no problem taking from you and won't give you a cent or anything. The greatest example was the one with damn, what was his name? Oh, he played Pookie. Chris Rock. Was it Chris Rock? I think it was Chris Rock. Greatest one. Played Pookie. He went into a barbecue joint and just had the barbecue joint. The guys was in there. He was asking, how much is one wing? How much is a one rib? How much is this? How much is that? The guy gave him 20, I think he said $2 or he said $1. He said, $1. He pulled out a wad of money and gave him $1, but he went through all these 20s and all. That's how some people are. If I can't call you and say, yo, let me borrow $100 real quick, don't call my phone and ask me for shit. When I get in relationships with people, with a woman or whatever, I borrow money from them. I do it on purpose. I literally borrow money from whoever I'm with. I do it on purpose. Drop a bomb for myself, stack on it. I do it on purpose.
Big Reese, talk to him.
I'm talking to him, and I'm gonna keep talking to him. Now, the reason why I do it is it's to see if you're willing to, one, make the sacrifice and help me at that time, and two, it shows if you're willing to go the extra mile.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him. Now, I've been married twice, so that lets you know only 2 females who I've been in a relationship with has been able to do that.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him. Now, there are really 3 females because one female I tested and I said, yo, I threw a nice number out and said, let me get 4 piece off you real quick. And I knew she didn't have it. But it was the fact of the matter that I knew that she would have made it happen to do that.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him, they gotta listen. Get the collection plate out. Now, the person I said, let me get a 4 piece off of you, they said, all right, let's go to the bank. My bank's on this street. I'll see what I can do. We ain't moved no gear, no nothing. I ain't moved the gear, nothing. It was the fact that I wanted to hear you say that. And I fucks with that person, even still to today. Hey, we ain't together, nothing. I still fuck with you even to today because of the fact of the matter that you were going to make the accommodation and I knew you were not about this money. So if you called me today and said, Big Reese, yo, can I borrow $20? I give it to you. No problem. I got a friend right now that I can call and I'm like, yo, you got things to do, did it not? I got a trip. Need somebody to go with me. She would make accommodations, figure out what, All right, I'm good to go. In my life, I've learned that, and it's crazy because no one geared me towards it. I come from a family where my mom and dad have been married. They are still married today, 47, 48 years married. I come from a family where I'm thinking, you get married once, that's it. Everything is what it is. That's how it goes. I come from that type of family. I can say out of my siblings and all, I've been married twice. My love life is a little, it's different.
Diabolical.
It is
Diabolical.
Diabolical.
Big Reese, talk to him.
Talking to him. But it's cool. I love it. You love it. I like it. Hey, ain't that the old saying we used to say? But like I said, I can joke about it because of the fact of the matter, you can't use that shit against me. I could joke about it. I can make jokes all day about my shit or whatever. But on the flip side, it's one of them things where some people, they're cool to operate a specific way. Some people, they operate a certain way. As a person who's been married, you yonder to be married. You yonder to want to do it right, be able to come home to a spouse that's happy to see you and all this great stuff. And that's how I was raised. But the sad part in reality is that's not really what life, that's not what the cards really come out to. It really isn't. I mean, I was raised, my dad came home at 11:30 after work, 12. My mom, she had his dinner already in the microwave sitting for him before we went to bed. We used to put it in at 9 o'clock. It'd be in there. He could warm it up. He could eat, come in. Sometimes she brought him dinner because it wasn't that far and all that stuff. And I'm thinking that's life.
Big Reese, talk
My
to
sisters,
him.
they thought the same thing. That's life. My brother, they
Big
thought
Reese,
the same
talk
thing.
to him.
man, come up to reality in real life. Look where we at. It's different. I mean, people will sell you the dream that you want, and then when you figure out reality, it's different. We weren't geared to be where we're at. My generation, we came in the struggle bubble, and we have to break that, and we have to be real with these kids today. Like I tell my daughters and all, I tell my son, listen, welcome to the real world. The real world operates different. My son went on the road, came back. I could have sent that man $200-300. He could have been balling out, making it look good. But instead, he called me, Dad, I'm broke, son. I'm broke. Because I don't want him to have the idea of, oh, I ain't got it cool. Let me just call my dad. My daughter's got that idea. My dad got it. He gonna handle it. And if he don't, guess what? I'm gonna guilt trip him and he gonna handle it. That's how my daughters think. I be having to tell them, like, it ain't that type of party, baby. You better stop playing with me, little girls. But they daddy's little girls. They feel good, daddy's little girls and daddy's little angels. We got it. Daddy can't tell us no. That's when my daughters operate. My son operates the same way too. If I call my dad, he gonna give it to me. I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm also gonna ask you what the fuck you got going on that you need in this and that or whatever. So they know, $5, $10, $20. I'm cool. Don't ask me for no $100. Dad, I need $100. What you need $100 for, my boy? Excuse me. That's not $5. What you need $100 for, my boy? Because time is money. What you need $100 for? But I know we got cap and gown, we got this and that. I texted his mom earlier. Listen, graduation parties and this and that. Some things book up, them venues. Let's get started. Let's get started looking for venues and this and that, or what area, this and that. So I know what my budget needs to be for the next couple of months. Because you know me, the first quarter, I'm out there. You would think I'm a 304 girl. Oh my God, I'm living a life. First quarter in business is great. You get all the grants, all the things, you blow it. Second quarter, you're like, all right, slow it the fuck down. Let's get to it. So, yeah, I like your boy. So it's one of them type things. But again, that comes with great co-parenting. It comes with great having a communicational aspect with things, being able to communicate, being able to do things a certain way. You have to be able to. We have to teach our children to be able to communicate, operate, and move within a specific way. The sad part is we have this AI that's out. The AI has a positive and a negative. The positive side, yes, it can do things quicker, faster, boom, boom, boom. It's nothing but software that is ran. The downside to it is it's going to replace a lot of people's jobs and a lot of people who, trade schools. You send them to trade schools to do this, boom, they can't do that. Send your kids to go do HVAC, different things like that. There's no AI that can do that. There's no robot that can do that. None of that stuff. I seen a video the other day and they had literally a robot that was cleaning up the whole crib, this and that. But the bad part to it, and I seen it, the flaw to it was like it stuttered a little bit, but besides the stuttering, it was the fact of the matter the robot used, they cleaned the toilet in the same rag they use the toilet, they wiped the whole toilet seat down and the inside of the boat, and they wiped the wash area down, the sink and all that. So there's flaws, there's different things that is not gonna always be there. People, you have to understand. Businesses go into business to make money. They don't go into business to make you rich and make you be able to have. You have to be able to find out the flaw, what is needed in America or what's needed, or how to make yourself a living or extra additional living. That's how the world runs. Ladies, I'm saying and I'm speaking to you. There are some of y'all who are married and y'all gonna end up single, back on the market doing nothing because you have these fake fictitious sites, fake fictitious BS people who are trying to make money off you, telling you the wrong stuff. You need to be wise. Think for yourself. You need to speak to your significant other. Before we had internet and all this great opportunity of bullshit going on, people were in relationships and marriages for long years. We need to go back to that. Y'all need to get yourselves together. Fellas, your leadership skills, lead correctly. Lead with your head and logic, not with your ego. Because what you're going to do is you're going to mess yourself up. And you're only going to damage another person. That's what people do. People literally turn around, and when you do stupid stuff, you do nothing but hurt other people. Let's go on to our next video. All right.
I make explicit content for him. His family does. My husband doesn't mind that another man sends me money. He sent me around $300,000 in total. I make explicit content for him. His family does not know about me. He literally told me I was going to divorce my wife. Like, she was just such a nag. So I think personally, I helped his marriage.
We could call the bed wench.
This woman is trash, trifling. He does have a brain tumor, and I had multiple people saying that I'm a user, I'm evil. I deserve to be on the wheel, if anything.
What's the catch? You know, is one of the babies his?
I'm offended. So he sent me this one the other day. I haven't opened it yet.
But you're excited?
Of course.
What do you think?
New teens.
Yeah,
Always excited for new teens. He
I'm
does
gonna watch a little
often
bit of
send
it,
me
just a
gifts.
second.
He also sent this.
Probably about a minute
about business.
Well, you'll like to see me in it as well. We've been together now for 7
I
years.
was gonna say 7 or 8 or 6, 7.
Well, 6, 7. I met Santa and Brett around the same time. I did work as a dancer. I was a single mom. And on my last day, this gentleman came in that literally made like $10,000 that day doing nothing, just sitting on his lap chilling. He texts me and he's just like, hey, do you mind if I like take care of you? I know you're a young single mom. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay your monthly expenses. And then he put me on his payroll, and every month I would just get $2,500.
So why would people want me to come in and stop that situation?
Yeah, I'd say I've seen him in person and spent time with him maybe 5 times total in like the 6 years. We really have made a friendship. In the beginning, I definitely did think of him as just like this old guy, just wants to see my goods and send me money. It's a pig, but he's so much more than that. He sent me around $300,000 in total. I call him Santa because he loves the holidays. He's a very giving person. He also is a white man with a white beard and a kind of heavy set. I love Santa, and my husband knows that I love Santa just because I do care about people when they do things for me. I've obtained a house at the age of 27. My teeth and my breast, he changed my life drastically.
I give so much to this relationship as it is, and here's an extra $300,000 over 3 years or whatever. I'm okay with that. I have not met or spoken to him. I do not get jealous. In worst case scenario, she would leave for a year or two and come crawling back, but considering his age. But
that was morbid. He doesn't even ask about the money that I make from Santa at all. I'm the one that gets like really hyped up and excited and be like, babe, I just got $10,000.
I'm not going to control that income because she's very financially and very entrepreneurial minded. I don't need anything from her.
I've had so many women say, I would never. My husband would never. Girl, because your husband is insecure. I posted about Santa on social media. I face people calling me a user, an evil person, a gold digger.
She'll be called a bed wench. He is master.
This woman is trash. Is your husband allowed to basically have the same relationship with someone else?
Give me 2 minutes.
Of course not. How does that even equate? Men provide, you know, so if you're just, you need to be with a woman to take money from a woman makes you like really like I would think of him kind of as like a bitch.
All right. So I don't know if y'all remember a couple months ago, they was a relation. There was a couple that was on. They had a domestic violence situation. Da, 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 da. Now I don't know if they're trolling because of they on this, or if that's really how life is. This is why I said next month we're doing this series and we're going on relationships as marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, cohabitating, baby dad, baby mom, co-parenting. We're going to talk about them. If this is really true and how he operates, he is settled. In some marriages, whether it's men or whether it's a female, there are people who settle because they have hope that things are going to change, or they have hope that life is going to go back to normal and things are going to go back, or they settle because they just want somebody. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, in this world today, we can't settle. We got to stay focused. We got to stay moving forward. It's okay to restart. It's okay. It's okay if that person, if you got bamboozled, it's okay. Earlier, I put on my personal Facebook, Hewitt Johnson. You can go on it. I put on there earlier. There's questions y'all need to ask people nowadays because it will save you time. Stop asking the stupid ass zodiac questions, all that stupid shit. Get to the basics. Start asking people real questions because it will really it will cut time and it will cut things down on what they is. You have to. Now he's settling because one, the poom probably good, and the head game probably good, and the body and sexual, and he doesn't want to lose that, and he don't want nobody else to get that. Probably that's why he's settling, and because of the kids. And the sad part is he's going to run himself into depression and keep running himself into depression and stuff. Then they're done that. So he has to understand, bro. You got to have to let that tick go. Me myself, I'm not going to be married and another man interrupts or disrupts my marriage. If that's if my wife allows or does something like that, guess what? I divorce her. She's out the door. I don't care what people think. I don't allow other people to insert themselves in my marriage or my relationship. It is what it is. Whether it's baby dad, baby mom, whether it's sugar daddy or this and that, you need to do all that. I'm not the person for you. I walk away. Ladies, don't settle. Gentlemen, do not settle. Have some daggone about yourself.
The man go another hour. It's Steak Reese on Bartalk 4.0.
This is what it is. Today's lesson has been such a great one. It has been a blessing being able to talk to you. This is the end. This is the last. This is the season finale of season 3, where I'm going to take a week off and then I'm going to total up and get things done and get some stuff done. We are going to go into season 4 the following week. So I want everybody to be blessed. I want you to do the best of what you can do. Lord, we pray over everyone who might have been upset or disruptive of this daggone broadcast for today. I want everybody to feel good about this stuff. I want everybody to feel happy. There's a lot of trauma going on with people. There's a lot of broken feelings. There are a lot of broken people. There's a lot going on. It's the holiday season. Check on your people, pray about it, and keep it moving. Do not fall for sob stories. Just pray about it.
Turn it up.
Motivate the people. Big Reese speaks some wisdom.
My wisdom that I'm going to tell and motivate people for this weekend is don't listen to sob stories. Listen to the facts. Listen to everything. Listen to be discerning. It's the holiday season. People will play on your feelings because of the holiday seasons. Make sure everything's good, clean, and cut. Be blessed. Be smart.
Turn it up.
Motivate the people. Big Reese speaks some wisdom.
Be blessed. Be smart. Think about what you're doing. Move correctly. Till the next time, between time, we have season 4 coming in a week. I want to tell you I love you. I support everybody. Support us. Go onto the Facebook. Well, support me. Go onto the Facebook. Like and subscribe. Go onto the daggone YouTube. Like and subscribe. Go on everything. All right. I'm here. I'm your boy Big Reese. Until the next time in between time, we got one thing. We got to do a shot o'clock. Shot o'clock for Clarendon coming back to Allegheny County with a win. That going it. Let's do shot o'clock. Let's go.
Stop what you're doing now. Grab your drinks. It's shot o'clock.
I'm talking about one more shot o'clock for Coach Wade and all with his staff.
Stop what you're doing now. Grab your drinks. It's shot o'clock.
WPIA, they going to Florida. Starts next week. One more shot o'clock.
Stop what you're doing now. Grab your drinks. It's shot o'clock.
My cup is empty. And this is the end of the show. I'm your boy Big Reese. I love you. I will see you in season 4. I will see you not next week, but the week after. Until the next time, between time, y'all. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 2026. The first week of January, we're going to come back and we're going to start the new series. It's going to be called Offense of Boundaries. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to get into everything. Until the next time, between time, I'm your boy Big Reese. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Shout out to Clarendon for doing their thing. We didn't shot o'clock them all night. We're empty. Shout out to everybody this weekend. Have a great weekend. Be blessed. Have a great time. If no one told you they love you, I love you. If you need me, hit me at bartalk2024@gmail.com. Talk to me. We can get to it. The diary's next. I'll talk to y'all later.
Turn it up.
Motivate the people. The man another hour. It's Big Reese on Bartalk 4.0.